so much for joining in. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer. So today I'm going to do the trendy bangle nails, and I've seen a few on Instagram, also Pinterest, and I can't wait to try it. So the first thing I want to say is thank you everyone who is joining. Thank you everyone who will join today. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Um, oh, yeah, I'll do that. And subscribe to my channel. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Okay, so can you hear me okay? So like I said, I want to do the bangle nails, but we're gonna do it with a lot of bling. You guys know that I love bling. So I took out a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna add to these nails. So let's see how this turns out. I also have this beautiful what's this called? It's to like make bracelets, but I purchased a whole roll on Hobby Lobby and it's beautiful. I can't wait to use it. I've never used it, by the way. And I have some cuticle bars. I have some um, rhinestones here. I have a bunch of embellishments. We're going to add it all. Embellishments, rhinestones, everything you call it. So I also want to do a 3D flower. And of course, we're going to get to that. This is the color that I want to use for today's set. This was created by my bestie Sugar Eclipse, and I have been saving this baby for fall season. And I don't know why, I just thought that it would be a beautiful, beautiful color to use today. So we're going to use this color today. That's why I'm mixing it a little bit. I only swatched it and I fell completely in love with this color. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has flakies in it. So we're going to use this color and we're going to do some color blocking. Of course, for my cover color, I'm going to use, as usual, my Mia Secret Cover Acrylic in the color Golden. So let me pull real quick the chat so I can shout people out properly. So shout out to Sugar Eclipse, shout out to Beautiful Crazy Nails, shout out to uh, Pretty Nikki. Thank you so much. Shout out to Jennifer. Um, I can't read that name, but shout out to you. Bridazzle, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. So let's get started into our set. Um, Today, the nail that I'm going to choose for my flower is going to be the ring finger. So we're going to start with that application. And then we do the color blocking. So if you have any questions regarding application, please let me know in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you find it helpful. Um, if I can't read your comment, one of my moderators will help me out with that because, of course, I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. So let's start with the full cover application. And of course, when I work with my nails, I take my time. I, um, try to explain as best as I can. Hopefully, it'll help you out with your own application. But like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. At some point, I will look at the chat, and if I do see your question, then I'll definitely answer it. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. And it is definitely Sunday. Um, nail care day, in my opinion. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all very, very, very much. And yes, I would love if you participate in the chat. Hopefully, can you see me okay? That's going to be my first question, actually. If you can see me okay. So what I like to do with my application, I make sure it reaches both side walls, and then I start to blend it with the previous bead. That way I get a much smoother application, and I will show you the side view so that you can see kind of different angles. I do always like to say that the better your application, the less filing you have to do. And that is in fact true. So I apply my bead. I concentrate that product towards the center, making sure it reaches both side walls, and then I start to blend it downwards. Always remember that, ladies. A lot of when it comes to acrylic application, a lot of things come into effect. For example, the temperature in the room, the acrylic that you're using, the monomer that you're using, and the brush that you're using. So right now I'm going to apply what's going to be my apex bead, and that bead I'm going to place it right here in the center of my nail. I'm going to concentrate, move that acrylic that's going to the sides towards the center, and then I'm going to pat the side walls, and then I'm going to start to blend it downwards, but always concentrating that, the apex area. So thank you so much once again for being here today. I'm excited to do this set. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. When it comes to my cuticle bead, I drain the rest of the monomer that's on the brush, and I apply my bead right about here. Then I start to slowly push that acrylic upwards to make sure it reaches my cuticle area without flooding it, all around it and the side walls, and then I brush it downwards. Then I go back to make sure it's nice and very close to my cuticle area without flooding it. And if there's any mess, then I can clean it up. Now, this part right here is good. I need a little bit more acrylic here to support the length of this nails. I am wearing my 3XL coffin tips. I usually do two different tips, either stiletto or coffin, because the square ones, I have fat fingers, so it makes my fingers look even bigger. And there you go. As you can see, this nail is going to need very minimum shaping because the application was pretty good. And I'm going to repeat the same process for the thumbnail in case any of you guys are just coming in. Let me just kind of work this in a better way. I literally cannot see what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys are able to see it. Let me see if there's any questions so far. You forgot about those colors. Thank you. I'm just trying to give you tips and tricks. You mean down like this? Shout out to Rainbow. Okay, good. All right. So let's start again with the first bead. Kind of bounce my brush 3 times. And then I apply the bead. Then I concentrate on my side walls, pushing that acrylic towards the center of the nail because that's where it should concentrate and it should be. And then I start to move it downwards towards the free edge of the nail. Always concentrate on your application especially your sidewalls, because if you have a nail and the acrylic runs too much to the sides, that's a lot of filing that you have to do. So we don't want to do that over here. Again, I bounce my brush 3 times, and then I make sure to move that acrylic that's running towards the sides, towards the center of the nail, and then I start to walk that acrylic downwards. Hopefully my tips and tricks help you out. If they do, please let me know in the chat. That will be very helpful, and it will let all new people that are coming in, that you have tried the way I do it, and it makes it helpful. That way they believe what I'm saying. I'm so excited for this set. I've been wanting to do this set for like almost a week now. I unfortunately stopped doing regular videos because my daughter is in a volleyball team. So I have been a very busy mom, and she has practice and games nonstop. One day practice, one day games, one day practice, one day games, literally nonstop. So I've been busy. I have not been able to sit down and make a video, and that's why I'm here doing it live. Again, my cuticle bead, I'm going to dry the excess monomer, and I'm going to place it right here. And then I'm going to make sure it reaches both side walls, and I'm going to push that bead upwards. This will ensure that I don't flood the cuticle area with acrylic. The acrylic goes exactly where I want it to go, and then I start to blend it downwards. But if I take too long, it's going to be very difficult for me to blend. So that's why I said a lot of things come into factor when it comes to the application. I'm going to place this bead right here, a little bit wetter. I'm going to blend it upwards, and then I'm going to blend it downwards. And then we're going to clean my sidewalls. And just like the other nail, I think this nail needs one more bead right about here. And I'm going to blend it upwards. And then I'm going to blend it downwards. Whenever you're going to apply a bead that you need to blend, make sure that that bead it's a little bit wetter than usual, because it will allow you to blend it much easier. Okay, so now we have those 2 nails completely done, and now we're going to move on to doing the color blocking. So now I have to move my finger again. Let me see. Is that better? Shout out to the 115 of y'all in here. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, let's do some color blocking. So when I do color blocking, I don't necessarily use my X-Acto knife. What I do is once it's fully polymerized, I drain the bead a little bit, and then I place it wherever I want it, right? It's not going to be as runny. So I make sure to tuck in those side walls, and then I kind of walk it down little by little, slowly, making sure it reaches both side walls, like I said. And obviously at some point, is going to become a little bit more settled or set. And then I do this. I just clean it, push it upwards a little bit, and this will make it very straight. You don't need an X-Acto knife, trust me. And then I'm going to do my cuticle bead, which is going to be a smaller bead. And then I'm going to remove the excess of the acrylic, place it right here, and then I'm going to push that acrylic upwards closer to the cuticle area. Once it reaches the cuticle area and both side walls, then I blend it downwards. And it's going to look very, very seamless. Then I'm going back again to that cuticle area, making sure that it's flushed. Can't even talk right now. And there you have it. Okay, let's do the other one. Once again, I'm going to take my bead, 1, 2, 3. Wait until it fully polymerizes, remove a little bit of the excess monomer, and then I'm going to place my bead right there in the center. Then I'm going to make sure it reaches both side walls, but of course concentrating majority of the product on the center of the nail. This is going to help me walk the acrylic down without having to run after it. And then once it gets to a certain point, I'm just going to clean it straight, right? And then kind of tuck in the sides. It really doesn't matter if they're poking out a little bit because, you know, you're going to fix that with filing. But you're going to see it's going to look pretty straight. So the cuticle bead, again, drain a little bit of it, place it, push it towards the cuticle area to make sure it reaches the cuticle area without flooding it, and both side walls, and then brush it downwards. Same with this corner right here. Okay, and then I go back to the cuticle area, making sure it's nice and flushed. I don't have acrylic over my finger or my skin. Now this nail, because it's smaller, it's a bit more complicated. So I got to do the bead a little bit smaller. Shout out to the 190 of y'all in here. Please hit that like button if you like what you see so far. So obviously we're going to work with a smaller bead because we have to do the same process. I'm going to remove the excess, place it right there in the middle, and then push that bead towards the side walls. And then I'm going to start to walk it downwards. I'm not making much pressure at all because I don't really want it flat. It needs a little bit of, you know, height. But as you can see, I keep putting it towards the center of the nail. And then I pat it a little bit on the top. Then I'm going to wipe straight to make sure I have a straight line. You don't need an X-Acto knife. Trust me, it's going to look straight, and you're going to see once I apply the other color. Now we're going to go with the cuticle bead. 1, 2, 3, a much smaller bead. Remove the excess monomer. Place it where I need it. Push it towards the cuticle area and the side walls as well, and then brush it downwards. See? And that's how you get a better application. It's okay if you get a little bit messy. It's It's better to be a little bit messy than having, acrylic all over your finger. So there we have it. So we have now the full cover color and then the blocking color. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you so much. Let me shout out some people here. Nina, thank you so much for coming back. Cordy, shout out to you. Martina, thank you so much for being here. Alaya, thank you so much for being here. If I miss anybody, I'm so sorry. Please do participate in the chat so I can shout you out. It's always fun to meet new people. Sharkwater, thank you so much for participating in the chat. Cloverfield, oh, I like your name. Shout out to you. Malachi, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Show me some love. You're from London? Oh my God, I get so excited. Tell me where you guys are from. I love to hear from people where they're from. So again, this is the color that I'm going to be using. You're from Oregon. Ooh, nice. I'm from Connecticut. Okay, so for some reason, I like to start my application from the bottom of the nail and then I work all the way up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go with one bead because I don't have to. So I'm going to place this bead right here. This color is so beautiful and this acrylic is a dream to work with. And of course, this was created by my bestie who is here in the chat, Sugar Eclipse, which I'm hoping and praying that she opens back her shop soon because I know a lot of people are going to go crazy over her acrylics. I'm sorry if I'm too close. I need that foil that I just moved and I want to place it somewhere where I can see it because it's very pretty. So let's just place it right there. Okay. Now let's go with another bead. 1, 2, 3. Once it's polymerized, I place it. As you can see, it goes, for it looks like it's further away, but you're in charge. So you're going to pull that acrylic towards the center of the nail. You're the one in charge. You're the one who has to maneuver the acrylic. And you're going to tell the acrylic, no, ma'am, you're going to go this way, not that way. And you're going to know if you're tucking in your acrylic properly because when you flip your finger like this, you're going to see like you're not going to see like excess acrylic like bulging towards the sides. So that will let you know if you have a good application as well. Now, for the bead, for the final bead, what I do is I place it right up against that acrylic, right? Once it's there, I make sure it reaches both side walls, and then I start to blend it down. Let me know what you guys think of this color. I think this color is absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't have a perfect application, but it's decent enough. I still have to encapsulate it, of course. Martha, shout out to you. Thank you so much for participating. Cassie, thank you so much. Maria, thank you so much for being here. Oh, believe me, I cook, clean, work, do everything with these nails. Nails do not stop me. And by the way, I'm not a nail tech, I'm a pharmacy tech. So, oh my God, 200 of y'all. How come there's only 29 likes? Come on, people, show me some love. Hit that like button. Again, I'm going to start. I usually start from the bottom. So, like I was saying, I do everything with these nails. I do have a peel off on because I only do these nails for nail content only. Technically, just to have fun and to kind of help out anyone who needs help with their application. I'm going to show you what my real nails look like in a second once this acrylic is fully down. This is what my nails look like on a daily basis because it's easier. But I have worn these nails to work. And believe me when I tell you, I have a lot of patients that the first thing they do when they walk inside the pharmacy is ask me, what are you wearing on your nails? Second bead, again, I'm going to push that acrylic towards the center of the nail because that's where it should be. And then I'm going to start to blend it downwards with the rest of the acrylic. Now, if you find that there's too much acrylic, you can always go back and just move it upwards. The point here is to not waste acrylic, okay? Especially if the acrylic is very easy to maneuver, you know, it's going to be very easy for you to do that. Now let's go with the final bead. And once again, once it's fully polymerized, I'm going to put it right up against that line. Hopefully you can see very well what I'm doing. And then I'm going to start to blend it downwards. I just absolutely love all the flakies in it. They are very beautiful. And I hope that you guys can see that. Thank you for the ones that hit that like button. I appreciate you. Bridget, thank you so much. Violet, shout out to you. Thank you so much for participating in the chat. Eman, thank you so much for participating in the chat. Shout out to you. Again, if you have any questions, don't forget to ask. I am here to help you out with your acrylic application. Whether you're here for the application or just a conversation, we can just talk about whatever you guys want. And please, let's not make the conversation about how I wipe. Just saying. That's not a thing, people. Okay. So continuing to clean the sidewalls. I'm very picky when it comes to my sidewalls. Like, I'm very constantly cleaning my sidewalls. And if I find that I have too much, I'm just going to brush it in the opposite direction. Now the other bead, I'm going to place it right here. Look at those beautiful, beautiful foils. Again, making sure to move it towards the center of the nail and then brushing it downwards. If you feel like you have enough at the bottom, just start to brush it upwards before it fully sets. and you should be good. Don't forget that this is something that, we have to encapsulate. Isabella, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Reed, thank you so much for being here. Tyra, shout out, sweetheart. Arcane, thank you so much. Jeanette, shout out to you. Kay Rainey, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your love and support, people. I love this. Okay, the final bead, again, right up against it. Do not be afraid to go right up against that line. The point is to cover that part up, and then we blend the rest of the acrylic downwards. And then we're just going to encapsulate with a little bit of clear acrylic to make sure that I don't file over the flakies and to give the nail a better structure. Because of course, clear acrylic, we all know that is, we're done with the application. We just need to encapsulate, which I will be changing monomer, and I'll be shouting out people. Mashai, shout out to you. Laura, shout out to you. Isabella, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Tyra. Okay, let me just clean my brush real quick. So this is what they're looking like so far. Like I said, I am going to do a 3D flower here and here. I'm going to try to do it with this same acrylic and see what happens. I was debating whether to do it with that acrylic or a white acrylic. You guys let me know when we get to it. But for the clear, of course, I need clean monomer because the other one already has, glitters in it, and it's a little bit darker. And I just need an acrylic that it's actually going to encapsulate and not make the acrylic application look, a little weird. Again, I'm going to place our acrylic. And this, I'm not going to put tons of acrylic, just enough to, encapsulate. I'm not going to make it very bulky. This is just to cover up the color so that I don't file over those flakies. The clear application is much, much faster. I don't have to focus so much on it. Because even here, I can go over it and it's fine. All I gotta do is just blend it upwards and then again, blend it downwards. And it should be good. This right here, I have a little bit of acrylic that will be shaped down a little bit when I'm shaping. So I'm not too worried about that. And place my bead right here. Move it towards the center of the nail. Again, move it towards the center of the nail. And just continue to brush it downwards. We just want to make sure that we have enough to cover our flakies. And making sure that our side walls are completely straight. Again, if you feel like you have too much acrylic on your side walls, just brush in the opposite direction. Here some more. And then we brush downwards. The encapsulation usually goes by pretty fast. Thank you so much for being here. I will look at the chat in a second once I get all of this acrylic situated and everything encapsulated just fine. I hope you're enjoying today's video. Let me know if it's helpful. Brush upwards. And then brush it downwards to meet it with the previous bead. Real quick application. And now I need to just drink some juice because, you know, I've been talking a lot. Charlie, thank you. Shout out to you. Oops. Oh, I have another Nelly here. Hi, Nelly. Hi, twin. Shay, thank you so much for being here. Aw, thank you so much. It's Ellie. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I appreciate you all very much. Let me just cover my acrylic real quick and my monomer, and then we're going to start shaping. I'm going to, you're going to see everything. You're going to see how I shape and everything. Thank you, beautiful, crazy nails. Oh, you're awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to take this 8080 grit file. I can't really see what I'm showing you on the phone because I have all the lights up against it. And if you're new to acrylic, the way you're going to know it's set, shout out to you, Frank, thank you, is by the sound. You hear that sound? That means that they are set and ready for filing. So when I'm filing, the first thing I file is my sidewalls. I am careful when I'm filing because, like I said, I do have a PLF that I use because I removed my sets right after I finish the live. I usually do a video for Instagram and another video for YouTube to go into shorts. So you need to support your file with your thumb in order to make the file straight. Once I finish filing in this direction, I'm just going to go here underneath it and file too, just in case there was any acrylic that kind of moved underneath the nail. And I'm going to repeat the same process on this side, but this side I'm going to put pressure with my pointer finger to keep that file straight. Hannah, shout out to you. Let me see who else. Dicka, shout out to you. Thank you so much, Frank. I appreciate it. Again, shaping those side walls nice and straight. And then I go over to the surface. I do majority of my shaping with my hand file because for some reason I feel more in control. I do have to give some support here to the nail. That's why I put my finger right here, because I don't want these nails to pop in the process of me shaping them. Musa, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I kind of got distracted looking at the phone. I mean, at the tablet. Let's go, Cordy. Let's go. So you're going to notice in the process of filing, you're going to notice if you have any dips on the application, because as you can see, this part looks filed. This part looks filed, but this part looks like it's untouched. But that's okay, because we're going to file everything straight until, you know, everything is even. And it happens to the best of us, okay? I think it happens to everyone. And I think that's why I like shaping with the hand file first, because that's something that we normally do not catch if you know, if you're filing with your e-file. And also, as I'm filing, you're going to see that I move my finger. See? I kind of move my finger like this as I'm filing straight. So it's filing everything even. Then I'm going to file my free edge. And I usually leave the cuticle area for my e-file, which I'll go into that in a minute. And since I'm not completely sure, oh, it's actually said, but yeah, okay. Okay, I think we can do this one. I didn't think it was going to set so fast. So, again, same process. What I like to do sometimes to get it in a more comfortable, I just rest my nail against my finger like this, and I just file straight like this to get the full length filed on the sidewall. That's also a good way to do it because it gives you good support. And then you go straight down. And then you go to the other side and repeat the same process. And then you go at the bottom and do the same process again, just in case there's any acrylic stuck at the bottom of the nail. And then if I want to file this nail, for example, I rest it on my hand like this because this part right here will give it support to the nail. So then I start to file up and down straight. and it helps me give that nail support to where it needs it. Especially if you're doing like long nails, support is, excuse me, support is your best bet. As you can see, there's a difference between this part of the nail and then there's a little dip right here. So we're going to continue to file until everything looks straight and evenly filed. I appreciate you all very much for being here today and spending this time with me. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you find this helpful. And like I said, lately, I've only been doing lives because my daughter is in a volleyball team. So I'm kind of running around every day. And I do have my regular, my regular job. As I was saying to you guys, I'm a pharmacy tech. And yes, I am allowed to wear my nails to work. Actually, the first person that showed support towards what I wanted before I started my YouTube channel were my coworkers. And that's, that's amazing. That's something amazing to have support from people you work with. It's awesome. Now we're going to file. We're almost done. Once we finish this nail, we just have 2 more nails to file. John, thank you so much for joining. Tara, thank you so much for joining. Olivia, thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry you don't like them. You can scroll away if you want. Isabella, thank you so much for being here. I am not married. I am in a relationship, and my nails are not a problem to my job, relationship, or chores. And let me just say, just for everyone who's out there, there's a lot of men out there that have a fetish for long nails. That's why I stopped wearing them for work, because I started getting very uncomfortable comments. Not because my nails were a problem, it's because they were very inappropriate comments. So, yeah. Why do people think that nails affect the relationship? That's a good question to ask. But why do you think that the nails will be a problem in a relationship? I can get really graphic, in case, just to answer your question. That's the first time I hear that one. But yeah, there's a lot of men out there with a fetish for long nails. And I've seen a lot of them. You'd be surprised. Yes, I agree, Cordy. Okay, now let's shape the ring finger. So you guys let me know, what would you like to see as like 3D flower wise? Do you want me to use that same brown that I used for these nails, or do you want me to use white? That's a good question. Do I feel empowerment? I feel sexy. I feel, yes, I feel empowered. I feel like I literally can do anything and everything with my nails. Nails is art, people. And, you can express yourself with art. It's like painting in a wall. It's like, it's just like any other type of art. And, you know, just like every other art that it's not suitable for some people, or some people might not like that type of art, it's completely acceptable if some people do not like this type of art. It's completely fine. Like, that does not affect me. It doesn't upset me at all. Um, it doesn't make me feel less. It doesn't make me feel anything. I like what I do. I enjoy it. And the part that I enjoy the most is try to helping people who are having trouble in their journey. And if I have any tips and tricks that help me along the way, to share that with the world. That's the whole purpose of YouTube, sharing everything with the world. But the same way I share with love, I expect to receive it back. And not just love, but respect. Because on this channel, you rarely hear me cussing out. I don't like it. But if it comes down to it, let me just remind everyone that I'm Puerto Rican. But yeah, I mean, I am very proud of what I do. In fact, if you're in the nail industry and you like what you do, you love what you do, and if you're just starting, I'm going to give you an advice right now. I suggest, you know, use a peel off method, right? Why use a peel off method? Because that would allow you to pop, do not concentrate on having retention of the acrylic, because then you have to wait 2-3 weeks to remove that set and do another one. Now, with a peel off method, depending on the type of peel off that you're using, you can wear the nails for a few days, for a couple of weeks. It all depends, right? That will give you a blank canvas to do what? Art. And then when you remove your nails, place them on a canvas, because it's art. Once you place them there, you're going to be able to see your growth. I have, let me count. Hold on. One, two, three, four canvases I have so far. I literally just finished the fourth canvas that I have, because that's how I place them. Because before, what I used to do before was I used to remove the nails, right? And just throw them out. And I was like, well, I don't remember. And then I will try to remember the sets, and I'll be like, oh, I don't remember how I created that set. I don't remember what it looks like. And if someone says, well, why don't you try it again? Because I love that set, just recreate it. I love recreating my own sets and kind of step it up a notch, per se. And I do that constantly. And this will allow me to improve my craft. And I can see, what I can do better and what I can change. I'm going to show you the canvas that I just finished in a second for those of you who are new to my channel or those of you who are watching silently. Let me just remove the powder from the phone. This is what I mean by putting it in a canvas. You see that? That's art. And I do that with every single set. This is the very last line that I've done so far. All the way up to here. This is the last set that I just glued. And then, of course, we have my goth sets. So by doing that, you'll get to see your own progress. And you'll get to see, oh, I need to improve. I want to improve this. I want to improve that, and it's a great way to kind of teach yourself. Hi, Senia. Thank you so much. Huh. Well, they look dry because I'm filing my nails. Don't worry, I have a good oil I always use on my nails. So don't worry about my dry fingers. So I'm going to use this real quick just to kind of shape the cuticle area real quick. This is a 5-in-1 drill bit and it's a safety bit. Meaning if I get really close to my cuticle area, it's not going to cut me. So if you're new to doing nails, I suggest you getting a 5-in-1 safety bit because they have these ones are not safety. I would prefer if you get the safety one. Of course, safety is very important. And this process right here that I'm doing, sealing that cuticle area, is also very important because this will help you prevent lifting. Because if there's just a tiny piece of acrylic onto your skin and you don't file that properly, you're leaving a little pocket there. And once your nail grows out, that's how a lot of people get those famous greenies. But again, I appreciate you, each and every single one of you. I do want to remind everyone that is participating in the chat to be respectful because, I mean, I'm being respectful, so I expect the same thing. I love to interact with everyone, but again, in a respectful manner. As you can see, I've had some pretty, I don't know, weird questions, and I don't get out of character. You know why? Because I like what I do. And this, believe it or not, it relaxes me a lot. And, we already are going through a lot in our lives, personal lives, to be negative. Like, you know how much energy that takes? I don't have that type of energy, honestly. You don't like it? Okay, that's cool. You don't have to be here. Just don't try to disrespect me, and we're cool because I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm not calling people names. I'm not criticizing anybody. So that's all I'm asking in return. I can't wait to clean these nails just so you guys can see the color. That color is so beautiful. I really was holding on to that color until fall time. But now we're about to get to the fun part, which is decorating the nails. I always love, my favorite part of doing nails is literally decorating them. That's like my favorite part. You're going to see that I'm mostly quiet while I do that because I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. Oh my God. We are 107 likes. Estela, si mis uñas te dan asco, te puedes ir. Yo hablo español. No haces falta. No tienes que ser tan desagradable. B Nail from Australia. Thank you so much for being here. I need one of the mods to take care of Estela Munoz. Because she thinks she can be nasty to me. No, sweetheart. Bye. Right? Thank you so much. Dystopia. Thank you so much. I don't understand it either. You know what I think it is? I think people need to try to make others feel bad because it's a reflection of themselves. Honestly, that's what I think. Because I'm not offending anybody. I'm not saying anything. If she thought that she could say something in Spanish and I was not going to understand it, pendeja, yo hablo español. So, I did say at the beginning that I'm Puerto Rican. I know, right? It's like people don't get it. People don't get it. Like, I'm not forcing you to be here. You don't want to see it because you find them nasty. Okay, bye. Have a lovely day. Have a great weekend. You don't need to sit there and try to make me feel bad for something that I'm doing. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. I think it's those that's entitlement, I believe. I mean that's how I like to see it. Because what else can it be? Okay, let's clean these babies out so that you can see what they really look like. Oh, let me just dust off my phone. Can you guys see? Can you see? Can you see? There's so much hate in this world. We don't need that. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. I have basic sculpture, nail, and removal. Okay, so there's kind of two questions in one. So when it comes to your application, um, you know, be patient with yourself. When it comes to removal, get you a good drill and a good drill bit. Believe me, it's faster to remove the acrylic with um, that than it is to do it with a hand file. This is an 8080 grit file. This is a hand file. And then this is an E file or a drill. There's different types of bits. I like to use this one. This is a 5-in-1. It goes from, um, oh my God, brain fart. It has like different levels of, shaping. And then obviously here is a coarse part. I also have this bit right here. This one is a safety bit. As you can see, this rounded part right here, if I go close to the cuticle area, it's not going to cut me because this part will prevent it. But this is a coarse bit. This is a really good bit to remove acrylic. Um, I like to use 80/80 when it comes to shaping. And also, if I can't, for whatever reason, don't have 80/80, then I use 100/100 grit files. Those are the best for shaping acrylic. I'm going to do the trendy bangle nails. And I'm going to show you, I don't know if you guys saw already. Look at this color. It's so pretty. Wait until that top coat hits it. Um, Let me see if I miss any other question. Yes, e-file is a huge part. Yep. Of doing nails. The color that I'm wearing, this color was done by my nail sister who's here in the chat, Sugar Eclipse. And it's a beautiful mix that she created herself. It has a lot of flakies in it, as you guys saw. And you're going to see it again once I put that top coat. But I'm trying to clean the nails very well. You love it already and I'm not done. Oh, this color. So this is hard gel. On my natural nails, I use hard gel. I can look the color. I think it's Perfect Nude from LGM Pro. I have several videos on my channel of me giving tips and tricks on how to use hard gel. A lot of people choose hard gel over acrylic, obviously because of the smell of monomer. Just look LG lgnpro.com. Just that. LG, actually, look, that I use their bling. As you can see, LGN Pro. Their gels are amazing. This bling gel is my absolute favorite. I have a bunch of her rhinestones. You're going to see soon, hopefully. Um, and she has a ton of goodies in her on her website. So, yeah. Thank you, Stormy. Thank you, Blessings. No problem. Have a good rest. Okay. All right. So let's go with some top coat. I like to go with some top coat first, and then we get um to the actual decoration of the nails. So for my top coat, I'm just going to use my Double Rhythm non-wipe top coat. Whenever you are applying top coat, be very careful when you're around that cuticle area. You don't want to push too much up against that cuticle area, because while you're doing a great job by sealing the acrylic and then you put top coat on your skin, one, you can develop allergies, and two, you can create another pocket, and that can also lead to lifting. This color right here is from Mia's Secret, and it's in the color golden. It has some glitters. I'm not exactly sure if you can see the glitters, but they're really pretty. It's a very pretty nude for dark skin ladies like me. I should do brown and white flower mix. Ooh, that sounds interesting. We'll see what happens. Let's start with the bangle theme. And all that it is, you know, you're just creating, it sort of look like bracelets on nails. That's what it looks like. And if you look it up on Pinterest, you can either look it up as bangle nails or bracelet nails. So, yeah, because I was literally searching for like ideas on how to do this, because I loved the design. The second I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I have to try it. And that brown is so beautiful. Like those flakies in it makes it look even more beautiful. So I'm very happy that I chose this color to work with today. No, unfortunately, I don't go online every day. I usually leave my lives for like a Saturday or Sunday. I wanted to go live yesterday, but I worked yesterday, so I was pretty tired. And then like I was talking about earlier, since my daughter is in sports, I've been running around like crazy to her practices, her games. I'm a very active mother. Like I like to be involved. And so yeah. I haven't been able to record videos because of that same reason, actually. Both my daughters graduated last year, one from middle school and then the other one from high school. And I did their nails. I posted them on Instagram. I didn't do a video of me doing their nails because it felt like I was wrestling people. Like, move your hand, you know. Okay, who else we have here? Yes, I popped them off. You wear them for a few weeks. Yes, I do have a pop-off method. I can show you. Give me 1 second. Let me see how I can move. Oy. I have so many things in front of me right now. This is the peel off that I'm using because I have gel. I cannot use, this is hard gel, what I'm wearing on my nails. If you're wearing hard gel, do not use a gel based peel off. It would not come off. Let me repeat that. Why? Because gel sticks to gel. Regardless if it's peel off, you won't be able to take them off. Been there, done that. So I had to look for an air dry peel off, and this is the one that's worked for me so far. So what I do is I do 2 coats of this. I fully wait for them to dry. Then I go with a coat of matte top coat. Then I glue my tips with base coat. Then I file the side walls of the tip that are sticking out so that it looks even. And then I put a layer of clear acrylic in case I bump one of the nails in the process so that they don't pop off right away. So yeah, I have to do that every single time just to sit here and have some fun with you people. So yeah. Thank you, Stormy. I appreciate that. Oh, you have school tomorrow? Yes. If you have school tomorrow, go to sleep. Okay. Um, no problem, Jennifer. Thank you for coming back. Good night, Olivia. Who else am I missing? You think these are fabulous? Ooh, girl, look. What we're about to get into. Did you not know what you signed up for the second you came in here? Look. This is about to get busy. We're about to get very busy. Let me just clean up a little bit around this area because I literally have a mess. And I hate it when I have a mess. But that's what nail life is, a mess. Literally. Okay. So let's start with the bangle nails, okay? Let me see what I have in here. It's going to take me some time to put everything together. So please be patient, but I know you're going to love it. We're going to start with the biggest rhinestones. I'm just putting them aside to make sure that I grab the right ones. Okay, so I'm gonna use, for now, I'm gonna use this gel right here. This gel right here is from Double Rhythm, and it also is a non-wipe. I wish I said something nail heaven right now. I'm all about the bling, baby. So yeah, it's about to get real. So I'm gonna start with, I didn't. You see how straight that looks? That's why I told you don't worry about X-Acto knife. As long as you do it that way, look, it looks completely straight. And I didn't have to use an X-Acto knife. But I didn't care as much, and I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to cover it anyways. Because that's exactly where I'm going to start my bangle nails. I'm going to put a little bit of gel, making sure it reaches both side walls. Okay, let me grab my tool and my flashy light. Can you see okay? Can you guys see okay? Yeah, okay, good. So I'm going to start with these rhinestones right here. Again, bangle nails is technically doing like bracelets. You're making them look like bracelets. And these are quite heavy. So I'm really trying to push them together. Should I remove one? Let me see what it looks if I remove one. Okay, it doesn't look as fat. What do you guys think? I'm just doing a very flash cure. Then let's see. Let's do some pearls. Let me move these aside a little bit. Okay, so would you like to see the white and gold, or do you want the colorful ones? Help me out here. This is a part where you guys are going to participate in the chat. Colorful or just white and gold? Come on, help me out here. This is where you guys come into play. Color. Who else? White and gold, white and gold, white and gold. Colorful. Who else? White and gold. Okay, so white and gold wins. Yay. Okay. I pour some in there, and I'm going to do a line I'm going to leave a little bit of space because, of course, I need to show off this beautiful color. Okay, so we're going to grab the pearl, place it. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Oh, I think we need a little bit more glue there. Okay. There. And I'm going to flash cure it. I'm just going to leave it like a little space so that you can see the color underneath it. But these are looking super fun so far. So I'm glad I'm doing this with you guys. So thank you so much for participating. Just curing them enough so that they stay in place. Okay, so now I would like to use some embellishments. And I have let me see. Okay, so I'm going to use a few of these. These are gonna, they're like squares. Oh, thank you so much for your donation. Shout out to Beautiful Crazy Nails. Thank you so much for your donation, sweetheart. Go bestie. Go bestie. Go bestie. Go bestie. Bestie. Go bestie. Go bestie. Oh, my donators always get my bestie song. Okay, so let me put them somewhere where it's easy for me to grab them. Because these are not easy to grab. Especially if they're upside down. And unfortunately, for some reason, then they land upside down. It's so weird. Okay. So let's do another line right here, a little bit closer. All the way to the side. And then we're going to start, hopefully, grabbing. Hopefully you can see this. Trying to put them straight. Ooh, Sugar Eclipse, thank you so much for your donation. Go, bestie. 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 Ooh, the besties are coming through. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. Okay, let me make sure that this is straight. No, I said straight, not move. Okay, let's put this one down here. And this one over here. And this one. Oh, damn it, I dropped it. And this one right here. Now let me make sure that it's completely straight. before I cure this. This is so freaking cool. I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving this. Thank you so much for your donations. You guys are awesome. Very much appreciated. Very, 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 very much. Let's, what about spikes? Should we put some spikes here? Well, you're selling me out here. Why are you telling people about my bestie dance? Oh, hell no. Yes to spikes. Would you like to see some spikes? Yes. Yes. Okay, you guys are my crowd because I love spikes. Okay, hold on one second. Let me just pick up a little bit of this mess. Oh, come on. Don't be difficult. Okay. The spikes are right here. Okay. Now it makes me want to put the spikes right here. See? That's what happens. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the spikes right there. Hell yeah, I do the best to dance if we get to 50. You guys are funny. I love spikes, especially lately. Oh my God. Go stray. Where are you going? Oh, this is so freaking cool. You guys. You see this beautifulness right here? Look. And we're not even halfway done. There? Is it better? Okay, what else? What else are we gonna do? Okay, I'm getting excited over here. Oh, okay, I know what we can do. Okay, so I have this little tiny circles, right? This one's right here. And then I have these tiny little rhinestones. Um, I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you, I'm just gonna give you two options because, okay, so would you like to see color number 1 or color number 2? Come on, this is your time. 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Okay, 2, 2. Who else? 2, 2. Okay, 2 it is. I'm not gonna argue that anymore. Let me not make a mess over here, okay? I'm gonna try not to. Okay, so let's do another line right here. So technically that is the concept of bangle nails. It's just doing like bracelets for your nails. Hold on, because these ones are upside down. So I'm going to place one of these aligned with each other. And then I'm going to put a rhinestone in the middle, which is the color you guys chose. And I think we have space for one more. Oh, come on. Right there. Okay, so let me see that it's all nice and straight. Because that's the trick, actually. It has to be straight. Now let me grab some of those rhinestones. And I'm going to place them right there in the middle. Let me see. Okay. And they fit perfectly in the middle too. Okay. Let me just flash cure that into place real quick. Okay. So I have this beautiful chain, right? And I would like to use it. So I have to cut a piece first because I don't know how this is going to go. I'm not really good with chains. And I'm not sure exactly how long does it need to be. So I was going to put some glue down here. And then we're going to place a chain right in the middle. And then I'm going to make sure that it's nice and straight. Okay. And then I'm going to flash cure it. I do apologize. I can no longer see the chat because I don't know what happened to my tablet. Let me finish flash curing this and then I'll be able to see what happened to my tablet. It has charge, so it just logged out of my live for some reason. Okay. Now I'm going to use this to cut the rest of the chain. As you can see, it's dangling from my nail. Perfect. It flew, I don't even know where, but it flew away. Then I have this cuticle bars. I don't know. Okay, let's see how we do this. Why so long? Because the longer, the more crap I get to put in them. These nails are for nail content only, people. Don't get so alarmed. I can show you how I remove them at the end if you want. Where are my tweezers? I am never fully prepared. Ever. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to reach out for my tweezers. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna place this right here. And I'm gonna use two of them, two different ones, of course, in the same spot. And then I'm gonna cut the excess. I actually still have some glue up there. I think I can put some of these rhinestones up here. I'm sorry if you can't see. I'm just going with the flow at this point. Just make sure that they look straight. You guys chose a really pretty color. So thank you for that. Thank you to everyone who is participating in the chat. I really appreciate you. Okay, that looks a little bit more straight. Okay, so let me, where's the flat? Oh, right in my face. I'll flash cure this real quick. Yes, I save my sets because I have to save the art that I do. But since this is too long, I need to cut these right there. Let's see if I can bend them a little bit. Oop! What I did was remove the crap. Let me not touch it. Okay. And then I'm just going to finish with one rhinestone down here so we can move to the other nail. Make it kind of look like a necklace. And then flash cure it into place. I'm loving this, you guys. I don't know about y'all, but I am loving this. What do you mean if it sticks to other things, babe? Thank you. I don't know what's up with my tablet, y'all. Like, it keeps turning off. And it's like it's about to go flying out my window. I really don't know what the deal is. Okay, so now let's do the middle finger. Let's start with the spikes this time. So this gel is a non-wipe, so you can put it on top of your top coat. As you can see, I had already applied top coat to my nails, and it's perfectly fine. Thank you. Okay, can you see okay? I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing without the phone going in and out. These are called bangle nails, and they're pretty trendy right now. And the concept of it is just like make it look like your nail has bracelets. And if you look it up on Pinterest, it legitimately you search for bangle nails and it also comes up as bracelet nails. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool concept. See? Um okay, what do you guys want to see next? Do you want to see, because this is technically what I have, right? So do you want to see these type of rhinestones next, or do you want to see the circled ones? Um no, they're not C curve, babe. They look C curve because I made the half shape moon on the free edge, but they're not C curve. Okay, so let me just, okay, let's just do some of those circles with those rhinestones that you guys chose, just to kind of go in a different order. So we go, and I put the embellishment first. I make sure that they are straight. Then after I make sure that they are straight, that's when I go in with the rhinestones you guys chose. So let me take a few more out. And I just put them right there in the center. Again, in the center. And thank you so much for participating, by the way. You guys always make it more fun when you guys participate because it helps me out to do the set. And I love it. I love when people participate. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space so that we can show off that color. And then I'm going to choose some of these rhinestones again, but I need to make sure that I'm choosing the same shape. So I have to make sure that I have enough of the same shape. So give me 1 second. Mm -hmm. Oh, I don't think. Oh, wait a minute. I have more in here. Hopefully these ones are enough. Okay. So let's just hope for the best. I'm going to leave a little bit of space, and then I'm going to put a little bit more gel here. And then I'm going to use these rhinestones right here. But these ones are heavy, so I have to be careful when I use them. And make sure that they don't move as much. Try to put my finger there so they don't move too much to the side. So I don't think I have enough, but that's not a problem because, oh God, these are kind of difficult to play with. Because what I can do is, since I don't have enough, I'll move these. I have 6, so I'll move these 3 to the side. And this 3, I'll keep them to the side. And I'll choose a different shape and put it in the middle. Is that a big enough space? I think it is. Oh, crap. Excuse my language. That one is very heavy. And just push them together. And then make sure that they are straight. Okay. Okay, let me just flush cure this real quick. Okay, that's what we have so far. Okay, and we can do, what else? You want to do stars? I have stars. If you want to create, hold on, because this tablet, oh my God, this is going to be the death of me. I swear. I don't know what's wrong with my tablet, aside from the fact that it wants to annoy the heck out of me. Would you like to see some stars? Just let me know in the chat. Stars? Yes? I know. You know what it is, girl? I have no space. I know I need to use regular diamonds, but you know, I don't have space. Okay, so let's put the stars right here. Oh, they're gonna look so pretty. You can literally put anything you want on your bangle nails. I just chose to do a lot of bling because I like to do bling. No, where are you going? Okay, let me move them to make sure that they're straight, or as straight as I can get them. And then I'm going to flash cure. You can literally do whatever you want with these nails. It's just really up to your imagination. Let me do that chain again. Let me just cut a piece. I always like to cut it a little bit longer. Let me fix something real quick. Okay. Can you hear me okay? This type of chain, you can buy it from Hobby Lobby and you can get an entire roll for like less than 10 bucks. Nope. Not to me, at least. But you know, everyone is different. Okay, so there we go. Let's do the pearls at the bottom. Here, let's do some pearls around here. And again, let's use the same colors that you guys chose earlier, the white and gold. Oh, okay. Flush cure real quick. Okay. So, what else do we have? Um, oh, you know what? We can use these embellishments right here. These are triangle embellishments. These boxes of embellishment, you can find them very easily on Amazon. A pack of 6 for like $8. So it's very inexpensive. And you get a lot. Trust me. You're going to get a lot. I think, I might have a link in the description box. I gave up on the whole description box thing, you guys, because not a lot of people go there to look. So that takes a long time for me to look for stuff when people are not even looking in there. So I should have a link there. Yep. Oh, that looks beautiful. Yep. Okay. So we're going to end this nail with this line. And then we're going to jump to the pinky finger. And then we go to do the 3D flower. Okay. Well, flowers, because it's going to be on the ring finger and the thumbnail. So this is what we have so far. I'm loving the bangle nails. Like, I am obsessed. I love it. Okay. Let's start. So this is a smaller nail. Um, I'm still gonna do the whole shebang, you know, but let's just start with something simple. And okay, I have some rhinestones here. Okay. I'm very careful when it comes to applying rhinestones and stuff on my pinky finger because, you know, whatever looks big and beautiful on your other nails might not look as pretty on your pinky finger. Because it's a smaller nail, I think we should have a little bit more delicate applications, and it's still going to make it look beautiful, and it's still going to pop. Just, I don't know. That's just my opinion. My tablet turned off again, and I'm not going to fix it. It's going to stay like that for a while. So bear with me. I'm sorry if I'm not reading the comments. I don't mean to. But I appreciate you for staying here so long. You guys are the bomb. Again, I try to go live either Saturday or Sunday because those are like my days technically off. Not next Saturday. Next Saturday I work longer hours, but this is just, nail stash. I thought I was going to be doing more to this, but no. I was going to leave it as it is and do some, regular rhinestone application. I'm going to use those same squares that I used earlier. I'm going to apply them right here. Because they're small, it's going to look really nice. I just have to make sure that they are straight. And I'm sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm really trying, bestie. But trust me when I tell you, you don't want to miss that 3D flower because you might learn something new today. If you like what you see so far, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share it if you find it helpful so that you and your nail bestie can benefit from these type of videos. I for sure am grateful that you guys are here. And I'm grateful to everyone who is participating in the chat. And grateful to those who liked this live and shared it and subscribed. So I'm very grateful. And at this point, I'm just flash curing. As you can see, it's just going back and forth. I'm still going to do spikes. Don't care that this is the pinky. Still going to give it some spikes. Hold on. I think I'm going to need some more. But this is super fun. I didn't expect to have so much fun with these today. Because this is the first time I do this. Well, I showed you the type of nails that I do, so they're kind of like out there, but this is like so different. Let me make sure that they're straight. And let's flash cure. I love this look. It's too bad that the peel off, I'm going to show you when I finish how good this peel off is, that I just remove it so freaking fast. Is incredible. Let me cut some more of this chain. Put it there. Let me fix my tablet once I finish applying this gel, because I really don't know what's going on with my tablet right now. Like, it's about to do like Superman and just fly out the window. It's never done this before. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I missed something. I know I did. What I missed. Hi, Nita. Thank you so much for being here. My tablet turned off, so I couldn't see anything. I'm so sorry. Yes, I know I need regular diamonds. What I don't have is the space on the table. No, it doesn't feel heavy. Thank you so much. Sandra, shout out to Sandra. I'm sorry, but my tablet keeps turning off. I don't know what the deal is with my tablet. So if the tablet turns off, I cannot read the comments. So my apologies for that. Okay, let me flash clear this real quick. Like if I show you the mess that I have on my table right now, you would probably run away. Once I put all these things away, I can most likely, when I take the rhinestone box out, I will make space because I still have space on some of the nails, as you can see. So I'll add some rhinestones to it and we'll be good. Don't worry, bestie, I gotcha. Okay, what else are we missing? Okay, so we have these diamonds round. Let's see how many round we have. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be enough for the pinky. Just put 6, but I don't think we need 6. Okay. So let's do the really, actually I have to cut this piece right here. There we go. Let me put some more, gel here. I do not understand why is my tablet doing that to me right now. These rhinestones are very beautiful, but they're very heavy and they run like crazy. So I'm gonna have to put my finger here to kind of hold it in place. Sorry, you might not be able to see this part because I'm like literally struggling right now. I'm gonna do a 3D flower. What I'm not sure is if I want to do a 3D flower with the brown or white. People suggested to do both. So I don't know. I'm going to re-ask the question again in a few minutes to see if they actually still want just the brown or just white. So I was just trying to pick just one color. Where did it go? Oh. And the damn tablet turned off again. Usa. This tablet is really testing me today. It really wants to go flying out the window. Okay, and then I'm just gonna finish this nail with something down here. And then something here and something here. Okay, so let's do a rhinestone in the middle, and then we're gonna do 2 spikes. How about that? Question is, what kind of rhinestone? Let's use this teardrop one, just like we did on the other one. And then 1 spike, and then don't try to go anywhere. Another spike. What do you guys think so far? So you think I should do them brown? Okay. Okay, so let me pick up some of this mess, put it away, and we'll get to the 3D flowers. I'm so sorry that this live has taken so long. But hey, we got our bangle nails. Look at this. Ooh, go bestie, go bestie, go bestie, go bestie. This was super fun to do, you guys. And then you guys participating, it made it so much better. Like, you guys have no idea. You guys made it so much better. Let me just put my stuff away. I'll add this to the collection here. I have to clean something. And I'll just put it there. Okay, so I'm going to use gold rhinestones just because it goes with all the gold that I have here. Just have to figure out where did I put that box. Okay, here it is. So see this, the rhinestones, the box is really big. So that's why I didn't take it out before, because I literally have no more space. So I'm going to, let me move this a little bit to the side. We're going to use this gold color. And I'm going to use this big rhinestone right here in the middle. And then I'm going to use this big rhinestone right here. And then I'm going to go with these two here on this side. Something simple. Yes, I will use the brown. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Same placement with this big rhinestone right here and the big one in the middle, and a smaller size here, and that same size over here. Just making sure it looks straight. And then I'm going to flash cure it. Wow, 154 likes. What? Go bestie, go bestie, go bestie, go bestie. I'm gonna give it a full cure because all I've been doing is just flash curing everything. So I want to make sure that everything is fully cured. Let me just cover the glue. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me move this over here. Let me grab this. Where's my monomer? Right here. I'm gonna start making the mix of the monomer with the acetone. Now, when you're doing 3D flowers, you have to be careful because it depends how fast your acrylic sets, how fast your monomer allows the acrylic to set before you decide to add acetone. For example, if you have an acrylic that's kind of in the runny side, then add a little bit more monomer. And if you have like a fast setting acrylic, just add a few drops, or you can choose not to add any. I have done 3D flowers just with no acetone, and it works just fine. So when it comes to my 3D flowers, I like to use my Pana brush, my 3D. It used to say Pana right here, but unfortunately I've used it so much. So this is what the brush looks like. Let me try to fix this tablet one last time because it really is going to go flying out the window. I'm confused now. What do you mean no brown? You don't want me to use this color? Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. All right. So I already have my mix with the acetone and the monomer. And I pick up a bead and I set it up here. And I'm just releasing the excess monomer that's in the brush. Gonna add a little bit more. Then I'm gonna go with my brush at a 45-degree angle, pointing towards the rhinestone, pushing completely down. Then I'm gonna turn my brush to the side and I'm gonna do that line, long line in the middle, as long as I can take it. And then I'm gonna bring those 2 points together at the tip. Okay, you can later come up here and expand that a little bit more if you like. That's how you create your petal. Can you see okay? Then I'm going to pick up another bead and I'm going to set it up here. And then while this one is setting, I'm going to pick up another bead. And I'm going to set it up here. And then 45-degree angle, I'm going to press down to make it round. Oh, that kind of rhymed. Same thing here, 45-degree angle towards the rhinestone, press down just on the tip so that you can have this kind of look rised a little bit. Yeah. And if this one is looking a little bit smaller, you can always come in and, make it bigger. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. I'll pick up a bead and then I'm going to place it down here. But this bead is going to be a little dry. So by just, tapping my brush, I'm releasing the excess monomer that I have within the brush. And then I'm going to go in at a 45-degree angle towards the rhinestone and press down with my brush flat. Then I'm going to turn my brush to the side and I'm going to do that line in the middle as long as I can take it. And then I'm going to bring those 2 tips together. And that's what's going to form it a petal. Then you can come on down here and make it wider if you want. It's completely up to you. Then I'm going to pick up another bead and I'm going to place it here. Then I'll pick up another bead and I'm going to place it here. And then I press down at, again, 45-degree angle towards the rhinestone. To make it round. Same thing here. Towards the rhinestone, 45-degree angle, down. Towards the rhinestone. See? And that's the flower we get. Now let's try this again. pick up a big bead. And I'm going to place it right up here in the center. I'm going to release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush by tapping the bead. Then I'm going to go at a 45-degree angle with my brush flat. I'm going to press down. Then I'm going to turn my brush to the side and I'm going to do that long line in the middle. And then I'm going to bring those two tips together. And then if you want to make this wider, you can. You can do whatever you want. Okay, then I'm going to pick up a bead and put it here. I'm going to pick up another bead and put it here. And as this one is setting, I'm going to push 45-degree angle, just a tip. I'm going to use about 25% of the brush. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. 45-degree angle, about 25% of the brush. And then I'm going to do the same thing. The bottom, pick up a bigger bead, place it down here. Release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush by tapping that bead. Then I'm going to go in at a 45-degree angle with my brush flat and I'm going to press towards the rhinestone, pressing down. I turn my brush to the side. I'm going to do that long line in the middle. And then I'm going to bring those two tips together. Okay, and now you have a petal. So now I'm going to pick up the beads that go on the sides. Place it right there. Again, place it right here. And then 45-degree angle. And you can make this petal a little bit wider if you want. Again, 45-degree angle. And you can make it wider if you want. And that's pretty much it. And then of course, I'm going to clean my brush. When I clean my brush, I open the bristles on the side of the dappen dish, and then I clean it one side, then the back side, then both sides to make it, to leave it pointy. That's how you clean your 3D brush. It always has to be looking like this. I almost damaged that brush because I got too happy cleaning it one time. I was cleaning it the wrong way. But let me put a little bit of oil so that you guys can see what these nails look like with, you know, my nails so nice and greasy. This oil, by the way, was also created by Sugar the Clips. Sugar, I think I'm getting you into trouble here because people are going to start asking when are you going to open shops. So and this smells amazing. This scent is literally from the same as Bombshell from Victoria's Secret. It smells so freaking good. So here are my bangle nails. Whoop whoop. Go bestie. Christine! You You guys have to subscribe to Sugar the Clips Nails, Conjure Up Nails, Sandra Sparkly Sets. They are amazing. Cordy as well. Um, Follow Black Orchid on Instagram. Those are my moderators. I also have Cats that I don't think I've seen her here today. But she also has a YouTube channel. And you guys, all we want is to grow. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's set. I am in love with this set. You guys have to try this. They're super fun. And the fact that I did them with Bling is like my thing. Bling is my thing, literally. So I'm going to show you real quick how I remove them. So take some screenshots, people. Screenshots. I'm going to have to take some screenshots myself so that I can later create a video. But look how easy it is for me to remove this set. You see that? This is the peel off. And if I wanted to wear it again, I could just put it over like that. Like if it was a press on, because it was built for my own nail. They're a little bit heavy, but not too much. Nothing concerning. See? And you see this? This is the peel off that I was talking about. So, get you a good peel off that works for you for your nail journey so that you can practice more on yourself. See? This is the peel off again. The one that I always have trouble taking it off is the thumb. Maybe because it's a bigger nail, it takes a lot more. See? This is a peel off right here. Look. I'm literally taking it off the nail. However, my thumb, I always have to use a little bit more pressure. So what I do is I just break the seal right here. And I go dip a little bit. And then I move it. There you go. See? Very easy. And look at the peel off. Look. See? That's a peel off right there for you guys. So the peel off that I used today is the UNT. You cannot find that one right now on Amazon. But you can use any other air-based peel off. That's only if you have product on your nails. Let me just do that disclaimer. If you don't have product on your nails, you can go ahead and use a base, a gel base peel off, and you should be good. And with a gel base peel off, you can wear your nails for several days without no issues. However, if you do have product on your nails like I do, which is hard gel, then you're going to have to move to a air base, an air dry peel off, because gel sticks to gel. It doesn't matter if it's peel off, it will stick to gel. Trust me when I tell you, I already tried it and I had to file that set completely off because it was not coming off for the life of me. So this is what my nails look like on a daily basis, unless I was to wear the sets for like a few days. If I want to wear them for a few days, I have to go with a completely different peel off method, but that's a story for a completely different day. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you all very much. This was super freaking fun. Excuse me. I hope to see you guys next week. Hopefully either Saturday. I don't think Saturday, actually. That's a lie. Hopefully Sunday, because I work Saturday until 3. And that's my long Saturday. So, yeah, hopefully next Sunday. And let's see. Leave me a comment after this live and let me know what you would like to see, and I'll get to working on it, bestie. For the moment, I'm not doing videos. That's why I'm going live. But I appreciate each and every single one of you who stayed here till the very end. Everyone who liked the video, everyone who subscribed to the channel. You guys are amazing. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And again, art is art. Enjoy it and be proud of what you do. Okay? Always remember that. Love you, ladies. Goodbye. Have a good weekend.